less than a 7.5, I can put equations in slope-intercept form. Okay, and then we'll review again. Slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. So sometimes when you're given an equation, it's close to slope-intercept form, but it's not exactly slope-intercept form. So, like, what if they give you, for an equation, y plus 8 equals, actually I don't want to do that. Let's do y plus 4 equals 3x. We need the y to be by itself. So I'm going to use what I know about solving equations to get the y by itself. So to undo adding 4, I'll subtract 4 from both sides. On this side, I just have a y left over. On this side, 3x and negative 4 are not like terms, so I can't combine them, so I just have 3x minus 4. Now that my equation is in slope-intercept form, I can graph it. I know that the y-intercept is negative 4, so I'll put a dot at negative 4, and the slope is 3. To write 3 as a fraction, I have to do 3 over 1. So I'll go from this dot up 3 over 1, up 3 over 1, up 3 over 1. Okay, the next one, let's do 2x plus y equals negative 1. So again, I need the y to be by itself, so I'm going to get rid of the 2x by subtracting it from each side. 2x minus 2x is 0, so that goes away. I just have a y left on this side. These aren't like terms, so I can't combine them. I can graph it from here, but it will be a little bit easier if I change the order. If I change it to addition, addition's commutative, so I can change the order, and I get negative 2x plus negative 1, or y equals negative 2x minus 1. So I can use either of these two equations to find the slope and the y-intercept. So from both equations, I can see that b is negative 1. I can tell it in this equation because it's at the end, like I'm used to seeing it. I can also see it in this equation because it's the one without the x. It's a constant term. So I put a dot on my y-axis at negative 1. And then from that dot, I go down 2 over 1, down 2 over 1. I should say down 2 to the right one. And the more dots that I make, the easier it is to graph the line. Okay, my next equation is going to be, let's do negative 3x plus 2y equals 6. Remember, I have to have the y by itself before I can graph it, so I want to get rid of this negative 3x, so I'm going to add it to each side. So I have 2y equals, I can't combine those because they're not like terms, and I'm going to write the one with the x first because I want it to be in slope-intercept form. I'm going to divide by 2 to get rid of the 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 3 divided by 2, I'm just going to leave as a fraction because that tells me I'm going to go up 3 to the right 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. So now that that equation is in slope-intercept form, I can graph it. My b is 3. I can see that right here. My y-intercept, my slope is 3 over 2. So from that dot, I'm going to go up 3 over 2. And I can go down 3 to the left 2 if I want to go backwards. And those make the same line. Okay, for the last one, let's do 6x plus 3y equals 9. So I have to get the y by itself. I'll subtract 6x to get it to the other side. I'm going to write the negative 6x first because I want it to be close to slope-intercept form. And then I'm going to divide both sides by 3 to get rid of the 3 in front. So the equation is y equals negative 6 divided by 3 is negative 2x plus 9 divided by 3 is 3. So there's my equation. I want you to type this into the box. That's what you're submitting for your assignment. The y-intercept is positive 3. The slope is negative 2. Negative 2 as a fraction is negative 2 over 1. So from that dot, I'm going to go down 2 to the right 1, down 2 to the right 1.